Oh boy, this needs a lot of WD-40. I don't think that's the right attitude to have. Let's do a short tour. Very private especially. Yo, flyers of YouTube, what's up? Today I'm going to be trying out Thai Airways 777 business class, and I can't wait to try this product. I've flown Thai Airways many times, but it's my first time with their 777, and I'm glad to bring you guys along on the ride. So without further ado, keep on watching. So this is the Thai Airways 777 business class cabin. That's my seat. There's also a rear cabin at the back. And once we cross, we have an economy class cabin as well. The seats look great in economy actually, in a 333 configuration, which you don't normally see on 777s. See, there are some seats that are closer to the window, like my seat here. There are some seats that are also closer to the aisle, like the seat in front of me. And these feel like you're sitting in the aisle. And there's also some center seats slash honeymoon seats, which I personally wouldn't choose, but since they're so close to one another, even though I was seated with a partner. So this is my seat. It's really private, and I'm really looking forward to spending some time in this Thai Airways business class seat. Let's do a short tour of the seat. So in Thai Airways business class, we have a staggered configuration, and I got one of the more private seats as I would want. So here's a USB port. Here's a tray table, which is pretty hard to maneuver actually. Oh boy, this needs a lot of WD-40. The good thing about this seat manufacturer is that they allow this table to swivel, so I can just leave the seat whenever I want to. So the tray table is large and sturdy, almost over me. So there's a coat hook over there. My seat controls are over here. The foot rest ottoman thing is over here. And that power port is over here. And there's a reading light. And here I have two windows at the seat. So overall, I feel like this is one of the better business class products out there. I've said so before. I've tried this seat on a variety of airlines, including Hong Kong Airlines, which actually has a really similar configuration. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to spend a couple hours in the seat. Can't wait for the flight. This is the first version of the seat I've tried that has a slide down shoulder belt, which is reminiscent of a car, which I'm fine with. Let's talk first impressions. So as I said, I do like the seat. However, I do feel like the service so far has been a little bit lacking. They do smile. They're courteous, and they reflect Thai hospitality in some ways, but in other ways I feel like they are a little lacking in terms of their attentiveness. So there's some like trash still lying around on the seat, and that's a small thing, but some bigger things that I have to repeat twice for orders, etc. So my impressions aren't the best so far, but I'm hoping I'll have a better experience throughout the rest of the flight. So I believe that the second day of Chinese New Year is also a holiday in Thailand, so I really don't want to complain about the service, but there are things that I really do have to point out. The crew never did any pre-takeoff or landing checks, and the safety video was never played. Well, I get that not everybody pays attention to the safety video, but this is safety protocol, and that's the minimum you can do as a flight attendant. And instead they just stood by the galley chatting. I have no doubts that their flight was completely safe, but I feel like the flight attendants could pay a little bit more effort in terms of keeping up safety protocol. Thai Airways business class seat in bed mode, and I do feel like it's very long and not very constricted, which I like because it means it's very wide as well. Since this is a window seat, you have a good sense of privacy. Same can't be said about the aisle seats. The seat's also very well padded, and let's have a look at. Yeah, I do like the seat in bed mode. I feel like it does really feel like a bed because of how well padded it is, and I would not mind spending a long haul flight in this seat. This is a seat in relaxed mode. It would be perfect for watching TV or reading a book. I ordered a Thai beer to accompany my work. It came with more foam and beer, but cheers. Nice. Here's the menu I was passed when I asked for one. The crew never took this back, but I take that as a good thing. On this flight, I decided to pre-order my meal, which you can do on Thai Airways website. So I guess there was a bit more choice. It's not very elaborate out of Hong Kong as it is out of Bangkok, but I did choose an option, and it's salmon, and it's arrived. It's all in one tray, and it looks really. The salmon looks flavorful, if not moist. Intrigued by the sauce, can't wait to try it out. There's also a salad that's pretty nice looking. There's also a cheese plate, which I'm into, and there's some bread as well. So I'm going to taste the food element by element, as I always do on this channel, and I'll tell you how it's like. So cutlery. Okay, I'm going to start off with the salad, and it's got mainly cucumbers. I was hoping for the salad to be better dressed, and I don't think this was the case here. Let's move on to the meat. The salmon is on the dry side. It's overcooked. I can tell just by cutting into it. You should see the flakes on here, but instead you're seeing the white solids coagulating on the salmon. However, it still looks moist enough to be enjoyed. And it is. It's not the best salmon I've ever had, but it's quite nice actually. It's more moist than I was expecting. Also got some really good flavors inside. Now let's try the roasted carrots. I really love when airlines pay attention to their vegetables. Most often you see airlines just trying to cook a piece of protein to a reasonable degree and just slap some vegetables on it just to make the plate look less empty. But in this case, each carrot is actually roasted, it's soft, it's perfectly cooked, and it's also seasoned to some degree. The sauce is, I think it's a bechamel sauce. It's a white sauce of sorts. It's also quite flavorful. Let's try these potatoes. I hate when the airlines put unseasoned potatoes, and the potato itself has taken up the flavor of the sauce and is perfectly acceptable. There, I might as well try the cheddar cheese. That's a perfectly nice cheddar. It's orange, but it's rather mild. There's a really nice mellow flavor that you'd expect from a cheddar cheese that's coming out slowly. And I'm not sure if this is a brie or a camembert. I think it's a brie purely because of how large the radius is, but I'm not a cheese expert, so. It has a more pungent flavor. Actually guessing from that flavor alone that it's a camembert instead of a brie. Not sure though. So here's an XO sauce. That's the only issue I have with the plate, because that doesn't go with this Western salmon dish at all. But I mean, every dish has to have some flaws, right? So overall, I do think that Thai Airways did a good job on this dish. I like the care that's been put into every element on this plate, despite the salmon itself being overcooked. As I'm writing about some cards, I want to talk about a service mishap that happened when I was trying to get these cards. So normally, because my mom and my dad want to relax, so I just write their cards for them as well. So I got my dad's card, but apparently my mom and my sister didn't have cards on them at the time, landing cards on them at the time, so I asked the flight attendant for 2 more. So she came by with 1 more, which service misunderstanding, whatever. So I went back and asked for another one, and she was like, I've already given it to I get that it's like the second day of Chinese New Year. Thailand has a holiday as well, and she's here working flight, but I don't think that's an acceptable way to talk to a passenger. I get it, like we have to listen to them, and my mom ended up having the cards with her anyway, which, as she said, but at the same time, I don't think that's the right attitude to have. Our flight is coming to an end, and obviously, as usual, I have my upsides and downsides about this flight. So the upside was that it's my first time in Thai Airways version of the seat, and I like it. It's well padded, it's quite wide, it's very private, especially in these window side seats, and I quite liked the food on this flight as well. It was pre-ordered. There weren't any hiccups food-wise, and I thought the food itself was of pretty good quality. The biggest downside about this flight is the crew. Oh my! So apart from the service mishap that I talked about, I mean they're friendly, they smile, they're really inattentive, and they're quite lazy. Like at least play the safety video. They're also quite inattentive in terms of things at the seat. They kind of picked up their pace once they got up in the air, too little, too late. However, I still did quite enjoy this flight, mostly because of the private configuration. It's always a treat having a long-haul product within Asia, and we're going to be arriving at Bangkok soon, so I can't wait for that. Let me just clarify that I feel horrible criticizing a crew that was friendly towards me throughout the flight, apart from that service mishap, but at the end of the day, too many small things added up to quite a disappointing flight. I don't intend to escalate the situation regarding safety, as we still got to our destination very safely, but I was just very disappointed about the lack of care as a whole. I'm happy to say that Thai Airways redeemed themselves on my next flight on their A330, so stay tuned. But for now, thanks for watching and fly safe. It was a pretty good flight in Thailand.